Alright, this is a manifesting masterfully pick a card reading. Mostly talks about what you're manifesting and how to align yourself with your desires, things like that. So we have yellow, blue, and pink. So pick whichever one resonates for you. Maybe it's a favorite color, maybe it's somebody else's favorite color. Maybe it's just lucky, it's one of those things. Anyway, so let's get into the reading with the first one, which is the yellow group. Alright, so yellow. Alright, so energy that should connect with energies you should connect with, so it will help you align with your desires. We have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles is finance and health, an opportunity for prosperity. So there could be an opportunity coming up. It could be a job, it could be a project, it could be a contest, or something to that effect. I can't think right now, so let's see. See an action that you can take to help attract your desire. We have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is work and business, so gathering your energy while exploring your plan. So there could be a kind of like initiating workflow, or initiating an idea, or some type of new thing. It could be an invention, product, things to that effect. So it could be a marketing device too. There's a lot of marketing devices. So let's see. How can you be in a space of alignment with what you're waiting for? We have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is strive for logic. Learning of something that could cause sorrow. So there could be a point of rejection here. There could be a point of not needing it, or just not wanting it at the current moment in time, or the fact it might not sell. So it could be job-related stuff, or it could be just a lack in self-esteem or self-awareness. So again, I'm going to say this. Usually if you're trying to run a small business, you're going to make a lot of trials, errors, and a lot of wins when you finally get on track and you kind of know where your strengths and weaknesses are. So it kind of feels like that, like somebody might be running a small business. Okay, so let's see. A way that you can make yourself open to receive what you desire. We have the Star, but I'm going to put it in as Temperance. I feel like it might have a temperance mode to it, where there's hope and stuff in here, but there's also peace and happiness. So there's kind of the temperance energy with the water here, and this Star and everything. So there's Star and temperance energy here. So let's see. Bring together all the things that just the right time and the right place to make it magical kind of balance, more complex than just mixing two equals. So yeah, it came out when I was shuffling the deck, but I put it in as temperance type of energy. But yes, the Star is usually kind of temperancy, but it's like Sagittarius, this is Aquarius. So it could be the age of Aquarius type energy. You get what I'm saying? You might be a starseed. Or somebody you might work with might be a starseed that kind of gives you inspiration and pep talks, you know what I mean? So let's see. How can you gain confidence that you are a conscious creator or producer? We have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is strife and logic, surrender to unpleasant or unfortunate circumstances. So there could be a need or want or kind of a empty feeling, whatever that is, and there needs to be a void filled. Usually people that are creators or inventors, they see a need in the world, or they see a want in the world, or they see an empty feud in the world, and they need to fill that with something, or they need to put that somewhere, or they need it because it would help humanity in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like that's your energy right now, and you're kind of like, I want to fill this. I want to make sure that people are not without. So it might be a charity, it might be something that is giving back to your own community, or you fundraise, or you invent something that helps out a certain situation or viewpoint. So let's see, manifest wealth, financial hardship, toxic relationship, making a difficult decision, a successful ideal enterprise, bad decision, chest pains that are slow to heal. We have a situation or a person that brings out the worst in you. So you might be in a karmic situation where they kind of poo-poo your ideas, or they think that your ideas are not founded in logic, which all dreamers, none of their shit was found in logic, so you can look that stuff up. So I would say group 1, you have your hands full, and you might have to let go of things that you once loved or found prosperous for you in order to actually drive yourself forward if you want. So if you want to manifest good things in your life, you're going to have to get rid of toxic people that kind of put you down or don't like your ideas. You know, toxic doesn't have to be from outside forces. It could be from inside forces. Okay, so you might have to kind of let the weight go. I feel like that's like weighting, and also weight as in heavy lifting. So there might be a lot of dead weight that you need to get rid of so you can move forward. Okay? Anyway, yellow group, hopefully you kind of make some difficult calls, but you also get the ball rolling, so that you can achieve something that will help everybody, or help your community, or help yourself. Okay? Anyway, I will see you in the next reading, alright? Later. And then we have the blue group. Alright, so energy that will help you can align yourself with what you desire. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So business and work. Someone who acts quickly with a strong will, inspiration, or passion. So this could be you or somebody else. It could be a mentor also. But I feel like this might be kind of where you want to be. You want to be that type of person. So, you know, it is what it is. And then we have an action that you take to attract what you desire. There is Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is strife and logic, an opportunity for a new way of thinking. So, you might be changing your perspective, you might be maturing, you might be growing up, you might be getting rid of dead weight, house cleaning, spiritual cleaning, mentally cleaning. There's a lot of cleaning. But, yeah, you could be getting rid of old perspectives, okay? Okay, how can you be in a space of alignment with what you've been waiting for? Let's see. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, so finance and health. We have someone who is learning something about the physical world, and about finances. I feel like there might have been like a learning curve, but I feel like somebody might explain it to you in such a way where you kind of get it, and they might be like almost like a senpai to you. I've explained finance to a lot of people, and they're like, "Oh shit, okay." But yeah, some people, they might not get it from how I describe it, but from somebody else that's more in tune and can actually show flow charts and stuff. So it's that type of thing. Then we have number 4. A way that you can make yourself open to receive what you desire. We have the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups. I feel like nobody can see that. Okay, 2 of Cups. We have love, family, and relationship, deep emotional connection or attraction. So there's, it could be money also, because with the Cups, they attract things. It's more of an emotional attachment. But if you're like some people that are more like materialistic, or they want to live securely, they might be emotionally attached to getting more money. I feel like that might be fueling for a lot of people right now. I'm not saying that condescendingly, I'm saying that funny. But, yeah, it might be just, I need money, I need to know how to make more money, things like that. So it might actually be fueling your soul to know all these things. Okay, so how you can gain confidence that that you are a conscious creator or producer. 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands. Let's see. It's work and business, so it's like public recognition for an achievement. So it could be an award, it could be a like lifetime achievement award, or like a promotion, or a bonus of some kind. There's some type of recognition here, or it could be for business in general. So there's, you could be working at a small business and it finally gets recognition for being one of the best, products, or the best thing of the year or something. You might get that award. So, an opinionated relationship, you really want to put a ring on her finger. Brilliant idea, a winning formula. So there could be a relationship also in here, either between you, your money, or somebody else, and just your lifestyle. But I feel like it kind of has the feeling of a twin flame relationship, so a lot of times you might not agree on everything, but you might see the other person's side later on in the day or something where it's like, that's a great idea. But yeah, it's just like, you guys might be like not synchronized yet. You might kind of be you're probably 2 different types of twin flames. Like your soul's home is probably under a different constellation than the other person. Okay, so they might be far apart, so it takes a while for them to catch up. Okay? But I don't feel like it's a bad thing. I just feel like it might be like a miscommunication within that moment. And then once they realize what you said or what you're doing, they'll be like, that's a great idea. That's something that needs to happen. But, yeah, there's a lot of people in this reading, so I don't know how many people are in group 2, but I feel like there's a lot of big movements in your life, either romantically, physically, or maybe moving house, maybe buying a house, maybe moving jobs, maybe financially, being more, self-aware of that. But, yeah, I feel like it's more of a substantial milestone forward, okay? So, I wish you all the best with that. It sounds like a lot of fun. It might be a big journey. ahead of you, and you might have been through a lot already as a couple, so, you know. And for those of you that are not in a couple, it's probably your relationship with money, so there's that too. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next reading, Group 2. Alright? Blue group. Alright, now we have the pink group. Alright, so what energy should help you connect or align with what you desire? Takes me a minute to get on track. Sorry. So we have the Nine of Swords. So strife and logic, the power of worry and regret. So you might be worried or regretting stuff. I know I am. I didn't really flip over my cards as well as I should have. And, you know, I kind of channel people's energies. So you might be actually worried about something that just happened recently. So just breathe a little bit and, you know, meditate if you need to. But I feel like everything's gonna be fine. Like, I don't feel like it's, like, too bad, but, you know, it might be on the bad level. But I feel like you might be constantly worried about either family or friends or just people in general. But, yeah, you might be really empathic. Really empathic. Like, you tune into everybody's feelings and points of view and stuff like that. So, might be really empathic. Okay, so an action that can help you attract what you desire. We have the Queen of Wands. We have work and business. Someone who cares for and helps others regardless of their will, inspiration, or passion. So you might be more of a spiritual leader, or you might be like a charity worker, or you might like work with children. I don't know. You might be a missionary. Yeah, your heart is kind of in your work. So yeah, it's kind of what it feels like. So whatever you do, you put all of yourself in there. Okay. So we have, let's see, number 3. How can you be in the space of alignment with what you're waiting for? We have the 7 of Swords. A lot of swords here today, so it might happen probably, it's weird. It might happen in a couple weeks, actually. So, let's see, 7 of Swords, strife or logic, someone who has taken something. So, it might have felt a little bit of a betrayal here between you and somebody else. Might have been a friend, coworker, might have been a relative. So there's a little bit of animosity towards this person, like you took something that was very precious to me or sentimental, and I kind of can't forgive that because of reasons. But yeah, I feel like this person didn't realize, you know. But it could have been spiritual, it could have been emotional, it just could have been one of those things where it's like unforgivable to some degree. Okay, so we have number 4, which is a way that you can make yourself open to receive what you desire. So we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse is love, family, relationships. So someone who acts a idealism regarding emotion, art, or relationships. So there's somebody here who kind of is like in everybody's ear about certain things that they believe about relationships or believe about a certain, you know, clan, gender, or just ideologically. So there's a lot of like noise. It could be you or somebody else. But I do feel like a lot of people are gonna say the wrong thing about certain people that you may know or what, you know, thing. But it's through like different people's perspective, and some people are you know, downers, and other people are, you know, into it. And then, like, there's the middle road where everything is kind of, like, stagnated. Like, these people don't want to have an opinion because they don't want to offend anybody, but they're spiritually in limbo. Okay, in order to be spiritually aware and spiritually divine, you have to pick a side. You have to either be with you know, with the predecessor, which would kind of be the antagonist, or you have to be with the protagonist, which would potentially do what's right for everybody involved. And sometimes those lines are blurred, so you have to kind of use your own judgment to see who you feel is right and wrong in that situation. You cannot be a silent person to look around and just say, oh, I'm mutually equal. You have to be one way or the other, or you're not existing. Okay? Being spiritually divine, it's something else. Usually if you don't choose a side, you do get instant karma, and the karma's bad. Like, your car will break down, or you'll get into a car accident, or something will happen with one of your family members, or kids, or just in general. It's a very weird sequence, because it's instant karma, because you didn't decide to pick a side for your own conscious awareness. Okay? Because you didn't want to deal with the repercussions of hurting somebody else's feelings. But, yeah. Karma is a bitch. But you have to pick a side. Okay? It can't be, you know, just neutral or a maybe. You have to be like yes or no. Like that type of thing. Or pick a side between this person or this person. You know, you can't allow bad people to win because people are scared of what would happen. Like, to be honest, I don't really care. But if I can start a fight with the other side, I will. If you don't know my political views, then good for you. But if you do, you kind of know what I'm talking about. But I do like to see a rise out of other people and change their minds on certain views they may have. So we have, how can you gain confidence that you are a conscience creator or a producer? We have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords in reverse is strife and logic. So, a need to respite from trouble. So, you may be kind of one of those people that has either a lot of conviction or a lot of restraint, or just you don't feel like it's manageable at the current moment in time. So, you might kind of stay out of the spotlight a lot, such as myself, but at the same time, you might actually make an impact without really realizing it. So it's like, it's a double-edged sword. Whatever you do is going to have an impact on somebody somewhere at some point in time. Okay, so, yeah, history. But, yeah, you might have a fear of success. Okay? Some people have fear of failure. Some people have fear of vertigo. But having a fear of success actually is a fear of your own immortality. I know I've said this, but a lot of starseeds want to do what's good for humanity. Like, they'll bring a child into the world that's intelligent, and knows arithmetic and stuff, but as far as, like, they themselves as a person, they don't want to be like, oh, you're different from everybody else because you do this, this, and this. I have been different my entire life, and I can tell you this, it's funnier to see somebody's face, like, drop when they realize that you are not as vulnerable as they are. I've been, like, kind of, you know, I was one of those weird kids that would just kind of go off and do their own thing, but, you know, once I started talking, I was the most intelligent person in the room, and nobody understood that. But from it, observing, you gain a lot of knowledge about other people, places, and reading and adjusting to situations that were otherwise unable to adapt to with like new people and stuff. With me, I'm very comfortable around people because I don't feel like I belong here in the first place. But this is beside itself. But anyway, group 3, hopefully this helps you out in some way, shape, or form. And if I were you, I would not be fear of success. I would be in fear of people's envy complex, you know, that they can't do the same stuff you can do, you know. So, whatever you choose, I would choose to be yourself, no matter what. And if that means that you're going to be successful, be successful. Anyway, group 3, hopefully this helps you out in some way, shape, or form, and I will see you in the next reading, alright? Later.